Welcome to the Daily Forex Market Analysis, and this is for trading on October the 24th, 2019. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. All right, as usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. Not a ton of critical news here. The only main thing today was in regards to the EU extension for Brexit. So they actually went ahead and they backed the Brexit extension unanimously. So there was positive news on the Brexit front here. Excuse me. Coming up tomorrow, though, lots of news here. So starting off in the Eurozone here, we have PMI numbers here. PMI numbers, like I've mentioned before, these are precursors to our retail sales. So these are leading indicators. If PMI numbers come in below expectations, then usually that means the economy is not doing so well, because then the retail sales will come below expectations and GDP and so forth. So these PMI numbers are very, very important. And if they come in below these expectations, we could see a negative impact on the euro. Now, another thing that's coming up here tomorrow is our ECB. We have the financing rate here, which is at 0, so not really expected to change from there. But the monetary policy statement here will be really important. So ECB has been talking about expansionary monetary policy, and they are in favor of loosening the monetary policy. They did drop their deposit rate previously. It's negative now. So overall, they have been more for the expansionary monetary policy. And if the comments, or I should say the statement, is also pointing to that, pointing to the support for expansionary policy, then that could be negative for euro. However, if anything changes, if their stance changes from ECB, then we could see euro go up as a result of that. So there are usually two responses. First, we see a response when the monetary policy statement is announced, and then we generally see a second response from the press conference. So this is where the reporters, when they ask questions, the answers that come as a response to that can actually move the prices as well. So we need to pay attention to both of these. But this is the most important event for tomorrow. And then in the US session, we do have core durable goods orders, as well as PMI numbers here out of the US. We also have the federal budget tomorrow here. If the number is below this expected number, we could see a drop in the US dollar. Other than that, that is it for the rest of the session here. Now let's move on to our charts. So we'll start off by taking a look at the euro dollar. So yesterday, we were looking for a drop. We did get that drop, but price has gone back up here. So positive, there was positive move here as a result of the whole EU Brexit developments here. So right now, as we can see here, we have an indecision candle here for euro dollar. At this point, price came into the support level and then has bounced off. So this is where price has reacted previously as well. At this point, our candle is neutral. So we need to see how things shape up tomorrow, especially with ECB. If the ECB comments are dovish, then we are likely to see euro dollar drop. But if they are positive, then we could see euro dollar go up as a result. So right now, bias is neutral. And what I will look for here is how price reacts in terms of the high and low for the day. If price goes through the high here, we could see it go all the way higher here, because that means we are looking for another extension here. But if it goes towards the low and breaks the low here, then I will look for price to drop further towards 1.1060. At this point, this is looking bullish because overall move is still to the upside, and we have seen this move here. We have seen the move higher, so this could be considered a pullback, and if price holds this level, then this one could go higher. So watch out for that. Very important to see which side here the price breaks. If it breaks the high, then I will look for it to go further to the upside to test the high here of the swing at 1.1180. If it drops through the bottom here, then I'm looking for 1.60. At this point, bias is neutral. Pound dollar here, this one was bullish actually. So we saw that price dropped yesterday, but then it came into this support resistance level here previously where price had reacted. And now we have a bullish candle here. So over the last week or so, this is where price has been stuck at this point. I was looking for price to drop further here to see if we could start this pullback process, but that hasn't quite happened. So we have more positive positivity or positive sentiment here for British pound still in the works, in the price here. So at this point, bias is bullish. I'm looking for price to go towards the high of this range. So this is where the price has been trading. So I'm looking for price to go towards a 1.3020. So back towards the top of the range. And then we'll have to see what the reaction is at the high of the range. If it comes back, then we can look for a move lower. But for now, bias is bullish. Target is 1.3020 for pound dollar. The next one here, Aussie dollar here. Aussie, we were looking for a drop yesterday. Price did drop, but then pulled back higher here. So at this point, we have a pin to the downside, and price is now trading in this range here as well. So it's still holding above this previous support resistance level. This is where price had reacted previously before it went up. And this is where we are again. So at this point, not a clear direction at this point. What I would look for would be a retest of the low at 0.6830. And if it holds above, we could get a move back towards the high there and even slightly higher into 0.6899 and then back into the range here. So this is what I would be looking at. Now, for some reason, if it does break the low, then we could see this previous move here that could get undone. But we are into an important support resistance level here at 0.6900. So if that holds, then I will look for price to drop. For now, though, for our session coming up for tomorrow, I'm looking for price to drop back towards 0.6830. And if it holds above, then looking for a move higher. Otherwise, I would look for that drop. So for now, we do have a bullish bias, and I will look for a price to drop and then move back higher. So bullish bias for Aussie dollar. Target is 0.6880 back towards the high. But keep in mind, if it does break the low, then this one could continue lower at towards 0.6800. For now, bias is bullish for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar, this is bullish as well. Yesterday we were looking for a drop. A price did drop a bit, but not very strongly. So we are into this support resistance level here, and price went up. So this is a bullish candle close now. So looking for price to go higher now. So we are also, price is also forming a range here. So looking for it to go higher, target is 0.686450. So bullish bias. And then if price goes through that level, then we do have this 0.6500 will be the next target. But for now, 6450 is the first target. And then this is an important support resistance level, but price could go retest this. And that's where we'll have to see how it reacts. If it bounces off, we could get a double top here, and then there may be an opportunity to take it down from there. But for now, bias is bullish. First target is 0.6450, then 0.6500. Dollar-cad here, this is looking bearish, and we have a nice bearish candle close here for the day as well. So looking for price to pull back potentially into 1.3080, and then looking for a further drop here. So bearish bias for Dollar-cad. First target here is 1.3050, second target 1.3020. So bearish bias here for Dollar-cad. Silver here. Silver is in a holding pattern at this point. Looks like market is not really doing anything. We're just waiting to see how things shape up. So bias here is bullish, and 17.88 is the bias is neutral, and price is just trading within this range here between 17.88 and 17.25. So neutral bias here for silver. Gold here, gold went up a little bit, but like we talked about yesterday, it's still trading in a very, very narrow range here. There is bullishness in this candle, but it's neutral still because we have a pin on the top too. What I'm looking for is a move towards 1497. If it stays below, we're likely to see it come back towards 1479. And then this one could still stay range bound. So both gold and silver looking for market direction at this point. So bias is neutral. Oil here, a big move up in oil today. It's broken through this resistance. So a bias here is bullish. Now, next target here is 56.80. Now, do watch out for a pullback. That's been a big move here. So we could get a pullback towards 54.80 or 55 level. And then I will look for a continuation higher here. So bias is bullish for oil. And 56.80 is the first target, and second target here is 57.50. So this is bullish bias here. Copper is looking bullish as well. We did see a drop, but then a price turned around from this support resistance level at 2.57 and a big move to the upside here. Now, price is into resistance, so do be careful. However, it is bullish bias, so I'm looking for price to go higher towards 2.66. So bullish bias for copper here as well, and target is 2.66. Bitcoin here, finally, it has broken through this support level here. And now we have broken below this 76.80 level. So bias is bearish here. Next target is 68.60. So the move that I would expect here would be a pullback to retest the bottom here from the opposite direction. And once it stays below 76.80, I'm looking for a continuation lower here. 68.60 is the target. So bias is bearish here for Bitcoin. S&P 500, this one was interesting. We did see a drop, but looks like price is still range bound. There were some positive comments in regards to US and China trade relationships. There were comments out of the US saying China has been buying US agricultural products. So overall, it was positive. And as a result of that, we did see price go up. So now our bias is back into being bullish here. Price hasn't quite broken out of the range yet. And this is where we need to see how price reacts. So at this point, bias is bullish. First target is 3014 or 3015, and then above that 3025. So bullish bias here for our S&P 500. Nasdaq here, this one is looking bullish as well. Price is still in the range, so looking for it to go towards the high of the range here at 79.70 level. So bullish bias here. And at the high, if it doesn't go through, this one could come back into the range, but bias is bullish. And first target here is 7970. DAX here, this one is looking bullish. Prices breaking out to the upside here. So looking quite strong. Next target here is 12,880. So bullish bias here for DAX as well. Footsie here, this one is also bullish. We are into the resistance level here, but the candle close is quite strong. So looking for it to go higher here. Next target is 7,300. And then if it goes through, we're looking at 7,380. So bias here is bullish for Footsie. Actually, before 7,380, we have another one here, 7,350. So 7,300 is the first one, 7,350 is the second target for Footsie. Nikkei here, Nikkei is looking quite bullish here. We are into the top of this range that price has been trading in, so do need to be careful, but this is looking quite bullish here. Next target is 22,955, so 22,950 is the next target, and then above that we are looking at 23,000. So bias is bullish for Nikkei as well. So that's it for now. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.